Good evening, everyone. Today, I'm excited to take you on a journey through the history of one of the most transformative inventions of the 20th century, the radio, a medium that revolutionized communication, culture, and society as a whole. The creation of the radio wasn't the work of a single session or a single moment. Rather, it was the result of decades of scientific discovery, experimentation, and innovation. So, let's dive into this fascinating story that intertwines the lives of scientists, inventors, and the world at large. To understand the creation of the radio, we must first acknowledge the scientific groundwork laid in the 19th century. One of the key figures in this early stage was the Scottish physicist James Clerk Maxwell. In the 1860s, Maxwell formulated the theory of electromagnetism, which predicted the existence of electromagnetic waves, an invisible force that could carry energy through space. His equations laid the foundation for all future wireless communication. A couple of decades later, Heinrich Hertz, a German physicist, conducted experiments that confirmed Maxwell's theory. Hertz successfully demonstrated the transmission and reception of electromagnetic waves, what we now call radio waves, in 1887. These experiments were crucial. They proved that invisible waves could be generated and detected across space, which is the fundamental principle behind radio. With the scientific principles established, the challenge now was to harness these waves for practical communication. This is where Guglielmo Marconi, an Italian inventor, enters the picture. Marconi, often called the father of radio, was inspired by Hertz's work and sought to develop a wireless communication system. In 1895, Marconi succeeded in sending a wireless signal over a distance of about a mile. This was a significant milestone, but Marconi was just getting started. Marconi's most notable achievement came in 1901, when he sent the first transatlantic radio signal from Cornwall, England, to Newfoundland, Canada. This breakthrough demonstrated that radio waves could travel vast distances, even across oceans. It was a remarkable feat that opened the door to global communication. Marconi's work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1909, and his wireless telegraphy system quickly became the standard for long-distance communication. While Marconi is often credited with the creation of radio, the story is more complex. Around this time, Nikola Tesla, a Serbian-American inventor, was working on similar technology. Tesla had developed a high-frequency alternator and was experimenting with wireless transmission of electricity and signals. In fact, Tesla filed a patent for his radio technology in 1897, before Marconi's significant successes. However, Marconi's patents and public demonstrations overshadowed Tesla's work, leading to a prolonged legal battle. It wasn't until 1943, after both men had passed away, that the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of Tesla, recognizing his patents as the foundational work in radio technology. As the 20th century progressed, radio technology continued to evolve rapidly. The early 1900s saw the introduction of the vacuum tube, developed by Lee DeForest. This device amplified weak radio signals, making long-distance broadcasting and reception more reliable. The vacuum tube was a game-changer, enabling the first radio broadcasts to reach a mass audience. The first scheduled public broadcast occurred in 1920 from KDKA in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This broadcast covered the U.S. presidential election results, marking the beginning of radio as a medium for mass communication. Soon after, radio stations began to pop up across the United States and Europe, delivering news, music, and entertainment to millions of people. The impact of radio on society was profound. For the first time in history, information could be disseminated instantaneously to a large audience, transcending geographic boundaries. Radio became a unifying force, bringing people together around shared experiences. Whether it was listening to a news bulletin, a live sports event, or a popular music program. During the 1930s and 1940s, radio played a critical role in shaping public opinion and culture. It became the primary source of news and entertainment for many households. Radio broadcasts also played a significant role during World War II, providing real-time updates from the front lines and serving as a tool for propaganda on all sides. The golden age of radio, which spanned the 1930s to the early 1950s, saw the rise of famous radio shows, dramatic and serials, and live music broadcasts. Families would gather around their radios in the evening, much like we gather around televisions today, to listen to their favorite programs. This era produced legendary broadcasters and personalities, such as Edward R. Murrow, whose reports during the war years set the standard for broadcast journalism. As we moved into the second half of the 20th century, radio began to face competition from a new medium, television. TV offered visual storytelling, which had a powerful appeal, and many radio stars transitioned to television. Despite this, radio adapted and found new niches. The rise of FM radio in the 1960s offered higher sound quality, making it the preferred medium for music broadcasting. This period also saw the emergence of radio as a platform for countercultural movements and alternative music scenes. Meanwhile, in the developing world, radio remained a vital tool for communication, education, and social change. Even today, in many parts of the world, radio is the most accessible medium, reaching people in remote and rural areas where other forms of media cannot. As we stand in the digital age, radio continues to evolve. The advent of the internet and digital broadcasting has transformed the landscape once again. Podcasts, online radio stations, and satellite radio have expanded the possibilities of what radio can be. Today, we have access to a global library of audio content at our fingertips, allowing us to listen to anything, anywhere, at any time. Despite these changes, the essence of radio remains the same, a medium that connects people, informs them, and provides a soundtrack to their lives. The radio's adaptability over more than a century is a testament to its enduring appeal and significance. In conclusion, the creation of radio is a story of human ingenuity, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of innovation. From the theoretical foundations laid by Maxwell and Hertz to the practical developments by Marconi, Tesla, and others, radio emerged as a transformative force in the 20th century. It shaped the way we communicate, the way we consume information, and the way we entertain ourselves. As we look to the future, radio will undoubtedly continue to evolve, finding new ways to stay relevant in an ever-changing media landscape. But no matter how much it changes, the radio will always hold a special place in the history of human communication, a legacy of voices, stories, and music that have connected us across time and space. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, click, and share.